Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohd Hafizurridwan bin Muhammad Hisam and my matrix number is AA190636. In this video, I will explain how I use Microsoft Excel to obtain and calculate the data for Table 1, Table 2, Table 3, Table 4, and also how I construct the standard calibration curve of ascorbic acid and new standard calibration curve with a better fitness of data on the regression line.
Now, let's start with table 2 first. First, I fill the tube column and fill the first, second, and third run for absorbent obtained column with the given data. Next, for the average, I select the first cell and use the insert function feature by typing average keyword in formula bar and select average function. Then I select all the data that I want to find the average. Lastly, I use autofill feature to fill the other cells by drag the plus sign over the remaining average cells. I add a new column for standard deviation. The standard deviation data will be used for adding error bars in the standard calibration curve later. First, I select the first cell and use the insert function feature by typing standard deviation keyword in formula bar and select stdev.s function. Then I select all the data that I want to find the sample standard deviation. Lastly, I use autofill feature to fill the other cells by drag the plus sign over the remaining standard deviation cells. For table 1, I start with filling the tube column and the concentration column only for tube A with the given data. Next, I put 0 at the concentration cell for tube H because there is only distilled water in tube H and the distilled water will serve as the negative control. For other cells, I start with the concentration cell for tube B and use the insert function feature by dividing the previous concentration data by 2 in formula bar. This is because the two-fold serial dilution method reduces the concentration of new solution to half of the total concentration of transferred previous solution. Then, I use autofill feature to fill the other cells by drag the plus sign over the remaining concentration cells. I add a new column for absorbent. The absorbent data will be used with the concentration data to construct the standard calibration curve later. I just copy the average data in table 2 for the absorbent by using the insert function feature by only select the average cell in table 2 and use autofill feature to fill the other cell by drag the plus sign over the remaining absorbent cell. After finish the table, I construct the standard calibration curve of ascorbic acid by insert scatter type of chart from the data in the table 1. Then I put the chart title, add the axis title and the trend line, remove the grid lines, display the equation and the R-squares on the chart. And lastly, I add the error bars by using custom error amount by selecting the standard deviation data on table 2. The fitness of data on the regression line in this calibration curve is bad fit, so I decided to construct a new standard calibration curve of ascorbic acid with a better fitness of data on the regression line. I will construct the new calibration curve without data from tube A and tube B. First, I just copy all the data from table 1 and table 2, excluded data from tube A and tube B. For the concentration column, I need to put 500 at tube C and autofill will fill the remaining concentration column. Then, I just construct the new calibration curve by using the same method I construct the previous calibration curve. For the next table, I fill the sample column and the absorbent column with the given data in table 3. Next, I add concentration column. For the concentration column, I select the first cell and use the insert function feature by select the absorbent data to minus with 0.0815 and divide it with 0.0067 in formula bar. Then, I use autofill feature to fill the other cells by drag the plus sign over the remaining concentration cell. The concentration for table 3 is in unit mg per ml, so I convert the concentration data to unit mg per ml. For the concentration in mg per ml, I just use the insert function feature by dividing the concentration data by 1000 in formula bar. Next, I use autofill feature to fill the other cells by drag the plus sign over the remaining concentration cell. The last table is table 4. I fill the sample column and the concentration column with the given data. For the absorbent column, I select the first cell and use the insert function feature by multiplying the concentration data with 0.0067 and plus with 0.0815 in formula bar. Lastly, I use autofill feature to fill the other cell by drag the plus sign over the remaining concentration cell.